What up, Juggablades? I'm back to you again. Now, I'm going to explain something to you. Most of my videos in the beginning they're about 2.5 years old. I started this channel, as you can see, probably a couple months ago. So, as these videos keep going, they're going to be very old videos. And just to let you know, in the further aspect of things, I'm going to make sure that everything is it's going to be in the old part. So a lot of the stuff is going to be older. It's just not going to be a newer video. And I need you to know that, because the bottom line is that you're going to get an aspect of me about 2.5 years ago. So, and everything is going to get better as it comes along, meaning you'll notice that I will start to understand stuff a little bit better than normal. Right now, it's the present time. The last video, if you watched it, was about the Wesn mystery box, which was a couple years ago. And basically, this will be the new one. I wanted to make sure I got this out because I just received this in the mail not too long ago. And I want to get it out there so something is new. Other than that, everything is going to be older further. And just to let you know, I want that to be something that you get to see as I evolve into this person that understands knives a lot more better than usual. So at this moment, I am a little bit more like I've been in the knife community for a while. So now I know a little bit more about it than I did 2.5 years ago. As you can tell, some of the things I say is pretty cringe and pretty weird and everything like that. But you'll get to see the evolution of me. Hopefully it gets better. Hopefully you like it. On that note, let's get started. Today I got the Wesn mystery box. So today it is the Wesn toolbox. Well, at least that's what they gave you as the mystery box. It's a toolbox. It's really nice looking. I really think it's pretty cool. Is it high quality? I don't know about that. I mean, it's a toolbox. It'll hold your knives and stuff like that. But I wouldn't stick like big, huge equipment inside this thing. Meaning that it's just one of your regular, cheaper toolboxes, I guess you could say. It's not really heavy duty. I wouldn't say that at all. As you can see, the construction of it and everything like that, it is basically, like my dad would say, pop metal. You know, you got metal, but the metal is just not like expensive metal. You know, it's not really durable. It's not thick, but that's good. It makes it light. It means you can put better, smaller things in it, smaller stuff. If you have plastics, stuff like that. I mean, anything can go into a toolbox, okay? So let's just be honest, it's really good. Now, will it hold like big tools in it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably will, but I'd be very careful if you drop this thing because it could probably break and bust, depending on how much weight is on it. But it will dent and it will have all those problems right there of anything else. But, I mean, that gives character to some things and it just shows that you use the item. So, excuse me there. So let's go ahead and let's get on. I'll go ahead and open up this bad boy. As you can see, it has 2 lifters, and as you can see, it holds down with that. In the middle here, there is a sleeve right here that comes up and around, and it goes inside here. And as you can tell, that is so you can lock it up with probably like a little mini padlock. Now, don't believe me, this is not going to keep a person out of your toolbox, but at least it will keep it so the toolbox itself won't open up as easily, I would say. I wouldn't worry about someone getting into it because it's a very cheap weld on this, so therefore I don't see, and plus you could bend this metal pretty easily, so it's not something to make sure that nobody gets into it. It's just so it keeps it closed, and then if you did drop it or something like that, that lock is going to hold it here for the time being. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. Nice little handle here, sways back and forth from the right to the left, and it has kind of a, I would say, a stiff mark, so that way, as you can see, it stands up. It's not a toolbox where it just falls down, you know. You actually have to push it down, which I think is kind of neat. I like that. It gives it a little bit of stiffness, so that way, if you leave it like that, you can easily come up and grab the toolbox like that. Okay, let's go ahead and open it up. This is something I think is pretty cool. As you can see, when I opened it up, the toolbox, when you open it up, it actually keeps itself open mid thing. It doesn't go back and hit the floor over here or anything like that. Like a regular toolbox, most of them do that. Most of them will come back and just go ahead and hit the floor or hit the back or something like that. I like how this holds itself up, because I'm telling you right now, this is not going to carry like your sockets. It could carry your sockets, but I mean, it's not going to carry like ratchets and just a bunch of crescent wrenches and all kinds of wrenches and stuff like that. I really wouldn't stick a lot of that in here. If you do stick it in here, I would say minimal. But I mean, everything else, I mean, this is a knife company. Therefore, you put knives in it. And I think putting knives in it when they're boxes or whatever, however you want to put the knives, however you protect your knives, I think you can hold quite a few knives in here. Knives aren't really heavy, because not all of it on knives are metal. Most of it has other kind of materials, making it a little bit more lighter, which I think this would be a perfect toolbox to hold your knives in, or a perfect toolbox to hold a certain amount of accessories that you need for your vehicle. And I would think outside the box, by not just carrying tools like wrenches and just hammers and all that kind of stuff, you could probably put a lot of different stuff in here and try to make it not too heavy. But I like this. I do like this. And as you can see, it really holds up. You know, I mean, it could be set down and you can look, and you have this open here so you can just shut it. So I do like the toolbox. Got a little bit, ooh, now there's our goodies. Now I'm going to pull this to the side, because I really don't want you to see too much that's in there. But you got to see what the goodies in there. Now this is, like I said, a mystery box. So we'll start off with the cheap stuff. We got this. Everybody knows what a cloth is, a cleaning cloth. It's not really a microfiber. It is actually a little bit of a grippy cloth. So therefore it's not a microfiber, but it still is a cloth nonetheless. And on the logo, of course, Wesn. Now, many of you are probably wondering what I think about Wesn. I mean, I did a mystery box before. That was the first time I ever did the mystery box. And within the last 2 years, I've came to understand this company, they don't really charge excessively amount of money for American-made items. And that's one thing that this company does have that a lot of other companies don't have. I mean, there is companies out there that make American knives, and most American knife companies do charge quite a bit for their knives. This company, it doesn't charge a whole bunch, but it does charge excessively more than what you could buy if it was a China-made knife, if it was a Wee knife or something like that, or I should say a Civivi knife or something like that. You're going to get it a little bit cheaper there. But as you can tell, Civivi and Wee, they're upping their prices now. Their prices aren't cheap like they used to be. They're upping their prices. Why? Because they're becoming a big commodity. People want them. People want to own them and stuff like that. And if in order for them to make different knives and to make different stuff, they have to hire people, and they have to put those people, and they have to pay those people. Therefore, those knives will cost a lot more. So it's not, the minds of the knives ain't coming from the Chinese people. It's coming from the Americans creating these knives and having them make them for them. Therefore, it's being a little bit different. But you gotta understand, the knife is being passed through two different companies, from the Chinese company to the American company, meaning that the prices that they get are probably way cheaper than the prices you'll get when you come home. So with Wesn, it's an American company. From what I've been told, it's pretty much all American. I'm not saying every little bit of their stuff, but they say made in the USA. And we know that they can't really lie too much on that. And that's why you probably see the metal on this stuff not as high class as the metal probably on other knives. They really haven't gone that way because they want to make their knives somewhat affordable for an American-made knife. So we got the cloth here. Enough of me rambling about this. Looks like we got a few stickers from them. Kind of neat. I would say this is pretty cool. I like it. I love stickers. I'm all about stickers. I stick them on my stuff. As you can see, I play Magic. I have boxes that hold cards in it. This is great to put on your boxes and stuff like that. Really cool. I like that. And right there's this. These are things that came with this box. These boxes are sold out, by the way. I just received mine about a day ago, or 2 days ago. I think about 2 days ago. And basically, it came with some knives guaranteed, or it's merchandise guaranteed. This is one of them right here. It's a little crescent wrench. I saw it in the thing because they advertised it, and they basically told you what you were going to get and what you were. So this kind of fits the whole box of the toolbox. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Oh, not bad. I like it. Stick it on your keychain, and you can get off just a little screw. And I think that's perfect. You don't need something big or huge, but I think that's really neat. and it says Wesn on it. I like this. This is amazing. This is something that I think is creativity. This is what I like. And this is something I think Wesn should start doing more often with their knives. Like I told you what I think about Wesn, I think their knives are cool, and they're cool. They're an American company that does a really good job when it comes to knives, but they need to do more variety. Because right now in the Wesn community, there's 5 knives that you can go for. There's a fixed blade for the fixies. There's a slip joint for the old timers. There's a Salma knife, which I think more or less is for people from other countries in Europe, because it's a knife that doesn't have a locking mechanism. And then there's just 2 knives that they call that have frame locks, and the frame locks are with titanium. Even on the G10 scale might be on the other side, carbon fiber, whatever they use as a scale, it's there on that side, on the showpiece side. But most everything has a titanium side on the other side. So we got their 6 or 7 inch knife, which is the almond, and then they have a micro. That is it. That is their arrangement of knives. And let's just be honest. I think they should do themselves a favor and literally get more different types of knives for these people to have more different types, because these have one type of blade. It's an acorn shape. This one, the Salma, is like a sheep's foot. But I mean, here we live in the United States. We want a locking knife. We're not gonna buy this Salma. I mean, or this Salma. That's what they call it, the Salma. But I understand they make it so there's other people that can get to it. They kind of get to the areas of this. The Henry. This is going to be their slip joint for the older gentleman, and that's okay. I don't mind that. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. You've heard from if you listen to my first videos, I explain the story why I don't care for a fixed blade and I don't care for a slip joint. These 2 knives are knives that I don't care for, meaning you probably will see these very, very small on my site. And if I'm warning you ahead of time, this is something you won't see very much on my site. If I see something that I like, or see something I actually get free, or someone gives it to me, or something happens, you'll see these knives, and I will keep them, because I don't say they're horrible. I just don't care for them. Therefore, I won't waste money on them. Just like anybody else who goes out and buys food. I like this type of hamburger, but I don't like this type of hamburger, And that's just what kind of things are. These three knives right here, they're quite useless to me. So when I go to their company, I only have 2 knives to choose from. A little small version of the bigger version knife, which is kind of sad. I want more variety. And hopefully if they see this, or hopefully if they notice this is on the channel, and this gets big enough for people to see, and they get to see it, maybe they'll do something about this. Maybe they'll change the looks. I'm noticing now that they're actually selling their knives on knife companies, like Blade HQ holds them now, and Knife Center owns them now. So I mean, give it up to them. They're trying to be a little bit more known, and I hope they do get known. And I'm just telling you right now, I know them, and not only do I know them, that's why I'm here doing this. So let's go to the next item. It looks like we got I'm guessing this is a lanyard. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, it just seems like it, because I think they said oh no, these are okay. So here we go. This right here will give us the definition of what you're going to get. Okay, just from these 2, I thought this was a lanyard, but I was wrong. These are sleeves. These are sleeves that hold your knife in them, and they're made out of leather, and they're very nice leather. I believe they get their leather from Sweden, which is really cool. And just by looking at this, I already know what I'm getting already, which is kind of a crappy thing. And anybody who buys Wesn, who deals with Wesn, if you see these 2 things, you already know what you're possibly getting. So that's great. So we know that that's what that is, and I got that. So we'll go to the next item, and let me get this out of the way. I paid this was $300 when you bought it. It said it was worth $600 worth of merchandise. These alone, they actually charge you cheap. They charge you separately for these, but they do give them to you when you buy the knife itself. So really, seriously, you just will get these with the knives as it is. So we'll put those aside. I know what knives we're getting because of that. So we'll start with the first thing. They have a lot of accessories. And here we go is a wallet. It's a little bit dirty right here, as you can see, dirty down here. We got the little Wesn, and it looks like it's a decent wallet. It's a nice wallet. It's well put together. It's got an inner sleeve here for your money. Here we put in your cards, and you can actually do 2. So I mean, I would say you put cards here and you put cards here, so you can hold 2 sets of cards. And you can do that on the same size. Is this kind of lackluster? I will have to agree with it. Okay, sorry. But I do like that it is a very nice leather and everything is really soft. So I really do like this. And let's just be honest, you will pay a lot of money for these things. I mean, I'll show you my wallet that I carry, and this is something I will not probably keep because this is my wallet. I have a Django wallet. As you can see, it has a centering with aluminum in it, and it's got a little band to hold the wallet together so it doesn't fall apart. It has outer cards, and then the inside it does. I'm not gonna pull it out because I got my cards in there. But I mean, you can carry your cash, like you can see the cash carried in there. Everything in here is just sealable, and it's pretty nice. I like this wallet. This wallet here from Dango from Dango Knives. This is all leather. This is really nice. Everything is pretty nice and premium here. It is an American-made wallet, just like this, and this is about $90. So, being that's $90, this is $80. That's what it usually costs. This, we don't know what the price of that. That's something they just put to the limited box. I can tell you right now, these are about $30 a piece. These little sleeves. Buy them separately at their accessories. So this is $80. We'll be honest. We'll go with the 30 and the 20 on this one right here, making it about, we're looking about $100 to $130. That's if you want to buy these things retail on their prices, on their site. All right, so let's go with the next little teeny thing. They got a little container here. This is also just like Mr. Crescent Wrench there. This is just a box that can hold your matches or hold whatever you want to hold into it, and it'll close. As you can hear that click, that clicking sound seals it. It's just a little teeny box that has Wesn on it. I mean, $5 maybe, I don't know, not really much. I mean, it's just like this, maybe about $10, maybe $20, you know, something like that. I mean, because it's American made and it's made through their company, if they were ever to sell that, they probably sell it for $30, just to be really honest with you. So we're looking at, these are, I would consider these free. Okay, these right here, they actually do have prices on their website, just like the wallet here. This is an $80 wallet. Is it worth $80? I will have to disagree. I don't think it's worth $80, but you know what? Whatever you feel the price is worth, whatever you are willing to pay for this, that's you, okay? You want something simple, simplistic, and everything, you'll want something like this, and $80 for something that's made in America, that has decent workmanship and has a good job of doing what they're doing, all these stitches and everything like that. I mean, yes, I understand. You know, you can make something like this yourself, probably for a measly $10, $15. Just go buy the leather and sew it in there, or have someone sew it in there for you. You know, as you can see, it looks like it's double stitched. So with the double stitch, you got that really good essential grab to it. I'm sure when this gets older, it's going to be a very nice, really, since the leather's really premium and stuff like that, you're going to get a really nice fit for this. So I do like it. But do I want it? Nah, it's just not my thing that I really care about. All right, so let's go to the first box. So I will choose this one. Now all their boxes, well, all their knives come in little boxes like this. I know exactly what this knife is, so I really don't need to worry about it. But I'm going to go ahead and pull the tag off of here, and go ahead and open up this box. Now all their boxes, like I said before, is in a bag, and we'll have the date, some stickers. This is their guarantee warranty that's with it, which I believe is a lifetime warranty, inspected and approved by them. They're an American company. They are charging a lot more than you would find this knife from a Chinese place, so they're just going to put a lot more, inspected and approved by Wesn, meaning that they put their time in their process to making these things in a good way. So that's great. So go ahead and open this up. I think I know exactly what this one is without even looking at it. As I was opening up the bag, I could feel it, and I think it's the Selma. So, yes, it is. This is the Selma. We have full titanium black. This is a murdered out Selma. The coating on this, I couldn't tell you because I didn't see it. It's probably PVD, but when you open it, as you can see, it uses this, and it comes open. Now, it's a decent knife. Is it very big? I would say about a good 5 inches. I don't think it's going to be that big, but it's something you would use. Now, the problem with this knife is, as you can see, it's very easily poppable because it doesn't lock. So with this tang that comes out and holds down, this is where you put your thumb, where the jimping's at on here, which is really nice. The jimping is great. The jimping makes it so that your finger holds on the tab. Therefore, when you're using this knife, you're pushing it down like that. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, it holds pretty solid. I was kind of worried about that in the beginning. I've never had these. I mean, you got a little bit of wiggle there, but that's given. This doesn't lock. This is not a locking mechanism. So, I mean, I really like it. The steel on this, I believe, is $12.27. And this knife from them is $130. You're paying $130 because it's titanium on the outside. Titanium. The $12.27, not that great a steel. Let's see if they actually have that. Yes, as you can see right there, $12.27. So it does say $12.27 on the steel with the little Wesn logo. Very minimal. Very minimal on the wording, which I do like, but I am not a big, I mean, let's just be honest, a lot of this is just due to if you like these knife. But if you're in England or something like that, this is a knife for you. This is your knife. This is something you can sit down and you can say, I like this knife. Why? Because it fits your suits and your needs. Okay, this is the holder for it. Let's get it back out again. I'm going to try one more time. So this is the holder for the Selma. So as you know, it does not have a pocket clip anywhere at all. And when you put it in this sleeve right here, what you're doing is it's holding your knife for you. That way it doesn't open up in your pocket because there is no locking mechanism. There's no detent or nothing at all. We're just looking at a knife that could possibly open up. But when it's in this sleeve, it ain't going anywhere. You know, it might even be better to go the other direction, possibly. I mean, honestly, I don't think it really matters what direction you go. Yeah, that might be a little bit better. I mean, if you want on the inside, you want on the outside. You know, I don't feel any play inside. This is great. Put that in your pocket, and then you pull it out. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, how can I carry that? Well, this is not really a knife that you're going to carry on your side, unfortunately. This is just a knife you just put in your pocket, and you pull it out of the sleeve. And with the sleeve, it's giving it protection, I would say. That's the coolness about this knife. And that is what is nice about this knife. It's got that reality of just giving you something that's worthwhile. And I do like the black. These will patina out more because as you have them, they will wear and tear, and this color will turn more brown because it'll take on your fingerprints and stuff like that. Same as this wallet. These will actually patina after time. I mean, I don't have the knife with me now, but I have a smaller microbe, and the patina of the leather on the outside of that knife that I showed you in the last video, it is now turned brown. Maybe one of these times on a video I will show you it, but that's what it'll do over time. So that's what we got here for the Selma. All right, let's go to the next knife in the bunch. Now this is the Henry. I had a feeling this is what I was going to get. I got both the knives I didn't want, but that's okay. That's what happens when you buy a mystery box. You get the things that you don't want sometimes. You need to understand that. But let's just be honest, these things do sell. They sell easily. And you'd ask the question, why? Well, simple. People want these. People love these types of knives. Sorry, I had that backwards. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go in. Remember I told you, you got your information and everything like that. Go ahead and open this up. This is the Henry. And we're looking at G10, and it's violet. That is G10 with your metal backing here. I don't know if that's titanium. I couldn't tell you right offhand. I believe on this steel also it's $12.27. Let's check out the walk and talk on this. Ooh. You hear that noise? That is amazing. The walk on talk on this is really, really nice. I really do like the whole thing about this. This has got a lot of character to it. I love that noise that it makes when you do these things. I mean, it's just very, very cool. So, we get about, for me, bigger hand, 3 fingers. 3 fingers, that's about what it is. $12.27 right there. As I said for the steel, we got 3 fingers to go on that for me. I am a very, very extra large hand. Therefore, you understand. This is also what I don't like. Well, you know what? It's got a better hold than the Selma. The Selma's not going to have this kind of a hold. As you can see, I'm pushing down on it. This has got a good hold to it. I like this knife. As crazy as it may sound, I may keep this knife. I really like what it has to show for me. And as you can see, simply just goes into this little thing, so you don't have to worry about it opening. I mean, you really don't have to worry about slip joints opening in your pocket because they're slip joints. They have somewhat of a give to them, meaning that they're going to hold like a detent, because I mean, you can't just pop this out. You're going to have to get into that little nick right there and then pull it. And I like that sound. I like it. I like it. I like this knife. And we're looking at a knife that's not really that big. We're looking about the same size of pretty much every single slip joint that's out there for like case and Eastern cutlery and all those kind of knives. They're all pretty much around the same size. We just got G10 and this is very light with the G10. I really like that fact that it's very light. It makes it for light and it makes it for just that movability and everything. I like this. They have some of these in titanium. They have some of these in all kinds of variations. Well, they used to. The thing with Wesn is, like I told you, they have a very not big variety of knives. Unfortunately, Wesn has this problem of not giving you much variety, but what they do is they put something new, and the new thing is they put new scales on the item. That's what they do with newness. Their newness is, oh look, it's a scale that's different. Oh look, it's this scale. Oh look, it's this thing. I mean, I hate to say it, but they do is they see what the other people do and they kind of copy them in showing you the scale of whatever they have there. So as far as I'm concerned, that was pretty cool. Now this is the bread and butter. This is the one that you got with it no matter what. This was the free knife that came with it. This is a $200 value knife, easily. And this is the knife I'm going to keep. This is the knife that I'm definitely going to keep. Actually, without having a problem, maybe I might just go ahead and, we'll just do it with my fingers. This is the seal of approval. I'm breaking this because basically this is my knife. As you can see, this is the one that comes with the lanyard. So we got a lanyard with a titanium bead. They allow you to create this lanyard however you'd like to create it. They kind of just give you the opportunity of doing what you want to do with it, which is kind of cool, I guess so. I mean, those who don't want to do that, I mean, I can't see why that would be at. Got the approval letters and everything. This is the micro, so this is this little bag. Let's see if there's anything else in there. So there isn't. So it doesn't come with a sheath. Mine came with a sheath. If you watched the last video, you would see that it came with a sheath. I'm guessing what they're doing is they're giving you this little lanyard that you can put on the end of your knife. So let's go ahead and open up this bag and let's see what we got here. This here has, this is going to be G10. No, it isn't. It's titanium. We got full titanium with this weird little, it's kind of cool. I like that. Got the titanium over here, got the titanium over here, and we got this weird graphic that's inside of it. I don't know if that's milling or if that's titanium with a G10 inlay. I believe that's what it is. I have a feeling if you look at it, you can see there's a seam going around the knife. Like this is a G10. This is really cool. I like it. Now this thumb stud, don't look at this thumb stud as something as a thumb stud. I think it's just so you can grab it from this side to open it up. So let's just be honest, this is quite useless in my point of view because you can't open it. Maybe if you have small hands, people out there with small hands, you ever buy one of these? Tell me if you can get that open because it's no possible way. I own one of these and that is impossible. I sat there for hours just trying to push this open. It took forever just to try to get it to happen. I think it was just made that way because the detent's pretty strong on this knife. Being it's pretty strong, when you go to this back flipper, boom, it just pops right out. No stress whatsoever, and that's what we got there. And as you can see, S35VN. Now, why is that important? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. These knives, realistically, they do not have S35VN. All of them have D2. All of them have D2. This one is an upgrade. This is an upgraded steel. This is a unique knife because, like I said before, these guys do not do very much variety. They pretty much stick to one program and one program only. And I honestly feel that they should try to do something that's realistically different, because people want stuff that's just different, because everybody likes something different. And in the end, that's what I think you should do as a company, is respect that moment, and then you probably will sell more of your knives. Now, this, like I told you, is about $200 because, of course, the upgraded steel and it's full titanium with that G10 layer inside of it. It is amazing. It's not G10, just a G10 for the outer layer. And we got this knife right here, which I believe the Wesn, I believe this is anywhere from 80 to 100 bucks. I think it's 100. So one of these are 100. One of these are, this one is actually 130. So we're looking at 230 plus another 200 is about 430 just between these knives right here. And I only paid I paid less because I did get a 15% discount, because they do give you that sometimes a little later on, and I was lucky enough to get into this thing and get that discount at the same time. So therefore, we're looking at $259, or I paid $260 with tax. So we're looking at $260. Already I have almost doubled the amount of money that I made from this box. This is 200, this is 130, this is about 100. I mean this is 100, and this is about 130. So when you look at these, I'm not going to count these sleeves with them. Sleeves, they come with them when you buy some of these knives. So I'm not going to count these sleeves. But sometimes you'll get with the sleeve they give you. The black one's nice to have with this, with the black and black. Black on black on black, you got this. That's nice. This one, it's okay. It's a nice sleeve. I like it. Like I said, I like it. So we'll say about 100 here. We'll say 130 here. So we're looking at about 230 plus the 200 here. We're looking at 430. These two things, I told you I'm not counting them at all. Not counting the cloth, not counting that, but we will count this. So now we're looking at 430 plus 80, because that's what they charge for this wallet. So we're giving that another 80. So altogether, we're looking at about $520. Did it get the $600 mark? Nah, but that box, that toolbox itself, is worth at least 50, 60 bucks, which makes it almost 600. So realistically, when you got the box and you got all these things for it, it really comes out to a decent price of making sure that the quality and what you're getting in the box is pretty much decent and nice. And I will have to say, as far as a review on this whole entire box and how it came out and everything like that, I will say this: I think it's amazing. I think it's a great deal when these offers come up. These offers don't come up very often. They usually do these mystery boxes once to twice a year. That's about it. Last year's, I didn't really like theirs last year. Last year, they really did a really high price, and I just don't like buying something at 2 levels, because that just means you're going to get less money on the lower level. The higher levels where you're going to pick up the big level, and that was 600 bucks. I can't afford that. As I told you in some of the first videos, I don't have a lot of money to go ahead and throw into this stuff, because all the money that's going into this stuff is the money that I make as an individual. So I'm putting this money in my own money, and I'm making these efforts to pull these things out. So this right here is just my money that I'm putting into this, and hopefully last time I had this, I got my money back. So I'm hoping and praying that I can get this sold, and stuff that I don't want, like I don't want the toolbox, I don't want the 2 other knives. I might keep this one, but I mean, when I sell everything that I'm going to sell, hopefully I can get the money back from this, maybe even a little bit more. I'll let you know in the future. I will make I'll make videos later on, and those videos will be different. They will be all from 2.5 years ago, like I just told you originally. They're going to be gradually, they're not 2.5 now. I've already put about 4, 5, 6 of them up. Those were all done towards the front of my thing, so it's probably still roughly 2 years ago. But within those 2 years, I'm going to gradually change and gradually go up and show you. And I probably might, depending on how many people watch, depending on how many people like it, I might put a couple of videos up a week. And if I do a couple of videos up a week, those 70 videos that I have that are already made, which is quite a few of them to me, but once those 70 videos are gone, I'm doing 2 a week, you're looking about, what's that, 2 times 4 weeks? We're looking at 8 videos a week, 8 videos a month. We're looking at possibly even, and if people like it, I might even add some extras in there. So I might get rid of like 10 a month. If I get rid of 10 a month, we're looking at somewhere up to about 7 months, 6 months, my stuff will be finally up front and done with. And when it gets to that moment, and when it gets right to that peak moment, and I might even stick extras in there. I might stick newer videos in there and let you know, hey, this is me from the future. And that's what I'm doing right now. This is me from the future, which is kind of funny because it really isn't. But it's me from telling you that I know what I'm talking about here, and this is something else. This is something new. I might have another video coming up here soon of a knife that I'm going to be putting together. And in that case, it'll be another movie I might stick in here in about a week or so. So from there on, I hope you enjoy what I've done. I hope you like what I have done. I don't have very many people right now at this moment, not hardly any at all to even reconcile myself as anybody big or even someone small. You know, it's all new. But hopefully someone gets a hold of this, someone sees it, someone enjoys the stuff, and not only that, they can really put themselves like, okay, this guy is going from the beginning to the end. And I'm warning you ahead of time. I do swear and cuss in my videos. I probably didn't swear and cuss in this one because there was just no need to. You know, because it wasn't something that wowed me or something like that. I just use regular words in this world. Just like Mr. Pat McAfee says, we use real life words. People fucking swear. People say shit. People say stuff. Oh, I did it. I fucked this movie up. Or I fucked this video up. Who cares? The problem is people need to understand that words come out of people's mouths because that's the way they speak, and that's just the way the world speaks around me. Nobody speaks that way that often, okay? And if they do, people get kind of weirded out, like, can you just be yourself, you know, or could you just at least crack that little innocence and just be a regular person? Because we need to understand these words don't mean anything unless they're pulled towards you in a negativity way. And that's not what I'm doing, and I'm sure that's not what other people are doing. If it's negative to the item, who cares? You're going to be negative to an item even if you don't have to use this is a piece of shit. You know, this is garbage. Same thing. Doesn't make any difference. One's just easier to say than the other because the other one is just something you don't use that often. So on that note, I'm going to rant on about stupid shit. I'm out. And like I said, we out. Take care.